I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Colts going up against Marcus Mariota's Titans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Wentz to throw on second down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down, Mariota. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down, Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play clock winding down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play action. Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run with Lewis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity that went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd down following the run. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The punter lockout there now as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 30. Following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, it's Lewis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side at Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Wentz now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Snead, the receiver, in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This is Lewis. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They try again with Lewis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pushing is Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 93 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First down, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Wins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. To throw is Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level because sometimes they'll break off the big run up.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 38.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They come out here in the eye. Throwing is Mariota, and that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of them? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up in front of him.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the Eagles have extended their lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Boyle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back now in Nashville. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wentz now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Wade. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They come out here in the I. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Wade. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Gurley, handoff left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Third and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.Y. McGill able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Colts, they're on a